going on, guys? In here in the knife shop, worked on bluing some steel. It's not as dark as I wanted it, and it said to repeat the steps over and over to get darker, and it did get darker, but after like the second or third time it just stayed the same color. I've been splitting some of these logs that I've got out, roots and stuff that I got from the woods this morning, which is the other part of the video I wanted to show, is Fatwood. I found a big pine tree that was falling over, and this is one of the roots that I pulled off of it, cut it. I got a bunch. Here's another piece of it that's cut. But you can kind of see, like, there's the normal wood, and then you get into that little streak there. That's the good stuff. And this was a knot, like a knot in the root, and that's all good stuff. And I just pulled a little piece of it off here. Sorry if it's a little shaky, but just to show you how potent this stuff is. That's probably not going to be a good example. Yeah, let me get a better piece. Okay, here's a little guy. It looks pretty dark. Let's see what it does. There it goes. Normally you would cut it into small slivers and strike it, but I've got a barbecue grill lighter here, so I didn't shave it down, but just look at that thing go. Get another piece here. Isn't that neat? It's like a little match. It's good stuff. Look at that. That's some good Fatwood. Pretty cool. But you can find an old dead stump and cut into it and get some of that, and it'll be pretty much saturated throughout the whole piece of wood that you get. But I find it so much easier just to find one that's been fallen over and just rip some of the roots off of it. I didn't even need a cutting tool to get those off. I just ripped them right off and cut into it and get the good pieces out and go about your business. Alright, thanks guys. Fatwood again. I got this haul from this morning's hunt, and I just split the root in half and lit a piece, and man, it just goes and goes and goes. Figured I'd try it with this piece here, see what it looks like. Man. How cool is that? It smells great too. Alright, again with the Fatwood. I know I keep talking about it in this little video that I'm putting together here, but the one that I thought was going to be the worst because it seemed kind of rotten, look at that. This is what it looked like on the outside, and I sawed into it, and it actually gummed up my saw because there was so much sap in it. But on the inside, look at that. I know I'm geeking out over this here, but this is incredible. I mean, let me see if I can hold the camera and do this at the same time here. 1 second. Sorry about that. But I'd be willing to bet that without even shaving into this, I can light it. Look at that. That is incredible. I mean, there's so much. It just takes off without even splitting it, shaving it down. I mean, that is incredible. I've never seen that much saturation. That's gonna make a lot of sticks. Anyway, if any of this stuff interests you, get on over to the Indiana Woodsman page on Facebook, and we're just starting out, but we're gonna have all kinds of stuff like this on here. That's awesome. I'm totally geeking out over this, guys. Thanks for watching. Here's Kaylin making a fire steel fire with just a piece of wood and a knife and a fire steel. Now that's not just any piece of wood though. What is that, Kaylin?
Fatwood.
Fatwood. Collected from the woods.
This morning.
That's right.
Squirrel hunt.
Can you see all right?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to make the dust?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's looking good. Thumb on the back of the spine technique works really well for this. You're not flinging your work everywhere. What are you doing now, Kaylin?
Making some extremely small fibers in dust.
Why is that good? Why are you doing that?
Make it light up faster. Catch spark.
Yep. Exactly. Oops. This will be your this can be your video submission, dude.
Yeah.
I'll put it in for you. I'm not the one doing the work. Ready for the fire steel?
Yeah.
Here we go, folks. The moment of truth. Look at that.
It ain't even light on the dust, either.
Look at that. Don't even need the flashlight anymore. Look at that. Feel pretty good about yourself?
Oh, yeah.
You can just hear it crackling and popping. Perfect. I'll cut it off at the 5-minute mark. You're at 4 minutes now. Now that's not Fatwood that he's throwing on there. It's a piece of oak.
Might as well get that out
Yeah, it's a piece of oak that we split up off camera with an axe. Anything you want to say about it?
Just look at it.
Just look at it. So you think that's something you'll use again?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's going right in my backpack.
Mm-hmm. And you know where to find it now, too.
Yep. Know how to identify it.
Yeah, and the smell is unmistakable.
It smells good too.
Yeah, it does. The smoke smells great, too. Oh, there's 5 minutes. All right, that's Kalen Cox.
That's about knee high too.
Oh, yeah, I'd say that is about knee high. Demonstrating his, well, I wouldn't call it primitive. Using a fire steel isn't primitive, but, you know, using Fatwood is a...
Could have used a lighter. That's my...
Fatwood's an ancient technique. I don't know if that was Native Americans that kind of pioneered that, or... I imagine they did. They were masters of their domain. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Good job, Kalen.
Thank you.